If you're on death row, despite what crimes you committed, you will usually get a last meal request. Whereas most people would probably order their favourite dish so they can enjoy it one last time, there are a few inmates in the past who had a slightly different trail of thought. Here are 5 strange last requests of inmates on death row. Number 5. Robert Buell. Robert Buell became famous in the early 80s for all the wrong reasons, having been convicted of rape and murder of an 11-year-old child. Despite the fact that he had already been sentenced to serve no less than 121 years for a string of other rape offences, he continued to adamantly deny his involvement in this particular murder. For his last meal on God's green earth, Buell requested just a single black olive, although he was at least demanding enough to insist that the stone was removed. Number 4. Odell Barnes Jr. Prison catering staff used for special requests are probably used to fulfilling baffling orders. However, Odell Barnes Jr.'s last request was even a little out of their league. Despite the fact that back in 1989 he had beaten, burgled and murdered a woman in the most brutal possible manner, he decided that his last wish would be world peace with a lavish side of equality and justice. He was of course denied and therefore got the standard issue rations. Number 3. James Edward Smith. Convicted of robbery and a horrific murder in Houston, James Edward Smith departed from this world at the hands of prison officials back in 1990. Smith became famous across the world after requesting nothing other than a lump of dirt as his final meal. Apparently the dirt was supposedly something he needed for a voodoo ritual he was planning to conduct. Sadly for him, dirt did not appear on the approved list of meals, so therefore he had to make do with yogurt. Number 2. Lawrence Russell Brewer. Lawrence Russell Brewer was a white supremacist with a long history of crime. He was sentenced to death after he tied African-American James Byrd Jr. to the end of his pickup truck and dragged his body for over 3 miles. Byrd remained conscious throughout most of the ordeal and was killed when his body hit the edge of a culvert, severing his right arm and head. For his last meal, Brewer ordered a luxurious feast of chicken fried steaks with onions and gravy, a triple cheeseburger with all the trimmings on the side, a large meat and vegetable omelette, fried okra with plenty of ketchup, half a loaf of bread, a whole pound of barbecue meat, a meat feast pizza, 3 fully loaded fajitas, 3 cans of sodas, peanut butter fudge and a pint of ice cream. Incredibly, the whole meal was brought to Brewer, which he then refused to take a single bite of. This inspired the state of Texas to eliminate the 87-year-old tradition of last meal requests as of September 2011. Number 1. Robert Madden. A particularly famous case was that of Robert Madden, who despite being convicted of murder showed he had some compassion in his heart as he requested his last meal to be donated to a homeless person. However, what made the story more surprising was the fact his request was turned down point blank for no good reason. A sad story with no winners, though the tale did go on to motivate others to do the same across the US, though with much more accommodating prison staff. Thank you for watching, and if you have a video idea, why not leave a comment below, and if we make it, we'll give you a big shout out. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome daily lists of all things 5. This is All 5, and until next time, feed your mind.